Hello everybody, my name is Stefan. I hope you are feeling well today and I hope you are feeling ready to start moving your body soon because we're going to be going through an exercise session together. Now there's loads of good reasons why it's important for you to get exercise every day, and I'm sure you know some of these. It's great for your muscles, okay? You can build strength in your muscles if you get exercise. And exercise can be a workout like we'll do, or it could be climbing on the climbing frame or playing in the garden, playing football, anything like that. Any kind of activity can be exercise as well. So it's going to help build your muscles to get your muscles stronger. It's going to help your joints become more stable, for example when you're balancing, but also have more range of movement, have your muscles and your joints have more flexibility so you can stretch more. It's great to help you have more energy. You feel more energized the more activity you get through the week. It's great for your concentration as well. So when you're focusing on schoolwork or even playing computer games or other games or listening to your teachers or your parents, you'll have more focus the more exercise you get from day to day. It's also going to help with your mood. It's going to help you relax so you can sleep better again and recover well and feel more energy, but also so you feel happier and feel better in yourself. So loads of good reasons why it's great to exercise regularly. We're going to go through our exercise session with a warm-up and then the main part of our exercise session and then a cool-down. And again, it's really important to get a warm-up and a cool-down at the start and the end of your exercise session. For the warm-up, it's good to prepare your body for the exercise so you don't just go straight into fast, heart rate, getting up and getting your exercise very intense very quickly. And also when you cool down, if you don't cool down and you simply stop exercising, you're more likely to feel maybe a little bit dizzy or have muscles that ache afterwards. So it's really important to cool down so that you can gradually bring your body back to a resting state. So we're going to get into our warm-up now. If any of these exercises we do today, if you need to change them somehow to make them right for you, that is absolutely okay. We're going to start off either sitting or standing, okay, with our arms out in front, and we're going to turn our wrists around like so. Now you can have your hands open or your fists closed if you prefer, and this is going to warm up our wrists. We're going to warm up the whole body bit by bit. Okay, so just making nice big circles. This one can be a bit of a thinker, because you're having to think about moving your arms around. We're going to change directions now, back the other way. Try to make it just the wrists that are moving. As I say, you can have those hands open if you prefer. That's it. Just breathing normally as it's comfortable too. We're going to go now to the arms, so the elbows. We're going to move those elbows out in the same way. Okay, just a nice big circle. All right, and we're going to change direction in just a moment. Let's go for one more. And then we'll change direction. So we're thinking, we're getting our mind connected to the parts of the body that we're moving. So big circles with the elbows, the hands moving around. Now we're going to go to the shoulders. Okay, so if you've got room, you can spread your arms out. If not, then you can bend those elbows. But we're moving those shoulders up and around. Nice big movements. And we're going to change direction now, going the other way. And you'll notice as you move, you start to move your whole upper body as well, not just the shoulders. That's absolutely fine. All right, from here, we're going to go to the lower body. You might need something to help steady yourself, because we're going to go to the foot, one foot at a time, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with our wrist and move the ankle around. Now you also feel the leg that you're standing on doing some work, helping you balance as well. Nice big circles. And then back in the other direction if you can. Now if you need to lower that foot a little bit lower, that's fine. And again, you have to really think about the foot and moving it. We're going to switch to the other side. And then the toes, making that big circle. That's it. Doesn't matter which direction to start with, we'll do both. That's it, up and around, down and around. And back the other way now. Again, you can feel the leg that you're standing on doing some work as well. All right, good. Gets a bit tricky, that one. We're going to switch back to the first side and we're going to do the knee now. We're just going to move the knee like we're kicking a football. Okay, so hinging the knee, again, doesn't need to be too high. If you want to, you can lift that knee up. That's it, and do some work holding your balance. And then we're going to switch it to the other side. Again, if you need to hold on to something, that's absolutely fine. Just moving that knee forwards and backwards. And we're just getting the mind thinking about the joints. And we're also warming up the joints as well, making them move better with this movement here. That's it. All right. From here, we're going to go to the hips. So I'm going to bring this knee up and around. And you can set that down in between each movement if you need to. That's absolutely fine. Nice big movement up and around. Good. That's it. And we'll go one more on this side. Perfect. We're then going to go on to the other side. Up, out and around, just as far as you're able to move. That's it. And it's okay to put that foot back on the floor so you're staying nice and balanced. And let's go one more. Good. Excellent. From here, I'm going to go back to the shoulders. I'm going to roll my shoulders up and around. But I'm not just moving my shoulders, I'm moving my whole body as well. So my spine and my shoulders together, going into flexing and extending. These two movements we call flexing and extending, straightening and rounding the spine. So we're getting the muscles and the joints of the ribs and the back all nice and mobile, and you can really feel how everything's connected and moves together. And you can do these in any weird and wonderful pattern that you want to. There's no right or wrong. You can move those shoulders around one at a time and together as well. All right. From here, I'm going to bring my feet a bit further apart so I'm nice and balanced. One hand is going to reach up and the other hand is going to reach down. And that's going to get a stretch all the way down the side of my body. Up and down, bending over from side to side. Again, if you're standing or sitting down, you can do this side bending move, reaching one hand up and as far into the air as you can. Okay. Excellent. Good job. Okay, we're going into hip circles. That means I want a nice wide position with my feet, hands on my hips. I'm going to take my hips out into a big circle. Now, if you are sitting down with this one, you can move your body around as well instead. But if you are able to move these hips around, then you can use the hands to guide. Imagine you're doing a hula hoop. If you've ever tried hula hooping, so you're bringing those hips out and around. We're going to change direction now, back in the other way. So still nice and slow, just getting the whole body working slowly to begin. And that's it, nice big movements. Okay, standing tall, we're going to turn the body. We call this a rotation or a twisting movement. And I'm moving my weight from foot to foot, bringing my arms around. Now, if you've not got as much space, you can keep those hands closer in towards you, and it's just a nice movement to turn through, almost like dancing in a way, and twisting right the way through the body from the feet up to the shoulders. That's it. Okay, from here, same position with my feet, hands up into the air, and I'm going to make a big circle down, up and around. Now you can keep your eyes looking forward so you don't feel dizzy. That's it. And just as far as is right for you. Getting the back and the hips working with this warm-up movement. One more. Good, and we'll go back in the other direction now. Now again, this can be a slow as is right for you. And you can adapt this movement, change it so that it works for your body in any way that you feel is right. And let's go one more big circle. All right. From here, we're going to bring our feet wide and our arms out to the side, and we're going to reach over from side to side. Now, just as far as you can, imagine you're trying to reach from one side of the room to the other. And this is again getting our muscles to stretch, to balance, and to work all at the same time. Good. Cross from one side to the other. That's it. One more. Okay. Whew. I'm going to bring my feet a bit closer this time. I'm going to go to do a ski jumper now. So if you've ever seen someone doing a ski jump, I'm going to go down and then up from the side. So you can see down and up. Now just as fast as is right for you, getting our legs, our body and our arms all moving. And if you can go a bit faster, then feel free to speed this one up. Good. Breathing out at the top. One more. Very good. All right, to finish off, we're going to get our knees moving, our march, or even a little jog if you can. Okay, so on the toes. This is going to help get our heart rate up a little bit more. So we've moved the body now, we're nice and freely moving. This is helping us get our heart rate up. We can lift those knees a little bit more. Okay, but again, marching is absolutely fine if that's right for you as well. Okay, and we're going to change it to one more. And we're going to go with a little bit of a jump, like a star jump or a jumping jack. And you can do this one as a step if you need to as well. And if you can really bring those arms up overhead. That's it, the last couple of these. Are you feeling nice and warmed up? I hope so, I am. Okay, so we're going to get into the main part of our workout now. What we're going to do is we're going to do 4 exercises. Okay, exercise 1 and 3 will be the same. Exercises 2 and 4 will be the same. Okay, we're going to do 30 seconds of exercise and we're going to get 15 seconds rest, and then I'll remind you of the exercises before we go into them. So the first exercise we're going to do is going to be a squat. My hands are going to come out and back in. So I'm staying balanced and I'm working my legs. Now you can go just as low as is comfortable for you. And our second exercise is called a chop chop ninja. I'm going to be low with my body, one arm out, and I'm going to bring my hands down in like a chopping motion as I turn my body. So my body is turning as well as my arms. And we're going to do those 2 exercises and then repeat them again. Okay, so 30 seconds. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Starting off with our squat. Now just as low, just as fast, or just as slow as is right for you. Remember, using the arms will help for balance. I'm keeping my heels on the floor, so I don't want to come onto my toes, but keep my hips back and my heels down. All right, we've got 5 seconds left to go, and then we're going to have a little bit of a pause. Whew. 15 seconds rest. So our second exercise now is going to be our chop chop ninja. So a nice high movement with those arms, nice and fast. Here we go, 2, 1, let's go. This one can be quite fast compared to the squats. So you can really get your breathing and your heart rate working. And turning the body if you can. And anytime you need a pause, just rest and then come back to the exercise when you're able to. This is quite a fun one. Whew. All right, excellent. Definitely feel my heart rate getting up. So we're going to go back to our squats again, and then we'll do 30 seconds of squats, and then one more set of chop chop ninja. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down and up. This one, again, a bit slower, a bit more controlled. So we're thinking about our position and our balance. Again, hands help me balance by going out in front, and I'm tall at the top. Slowing it down if you want to, or you can go faster as well. That's it. Whew. All right, we get 15 seconds to rest. And then we're doing one more of our chop chop ninja. Remember, this is upper body. 5 seconds. Nice and low with our position. And let's go. Just breathing as it's right for you. You can hear how I'm breathing. And I'm twisting my body so it's not just my arms, but my whole upper body is working with this one. Chopping just as fast as I can. Nearly there. And last little bit. Woo! All right. So now we have a little bit longer. We get 30 seconds to rest. I'm going to talk about the next combination that we're going to do. Exactly the same in terms of the time, but different exercises. So we've got 2 exercises. We've got air skipping, like we've got a skipping rope, and you can do that with an alternate step, or you can go side to side, or you can just hop on your toes. And the other one is going to be crawling, like a bear crawl. So you can crawl around the room or the hall if you're in a hall, and we're just going to crawl from one spot, even if you've got only a little bit of room. And you're just crawling, okay? 30 seconds, skipping to begin. Here we go. We've got that skipping rope, and it's much easier to skip without the rope, so you don't get tangled up, and you can hop with those feet apart, all together, or you can do it like a step. Okay, so just keeping your body moving, and this is going to get your heart rate up, that's for sure. Less than 10 seconds to go. And just as fast or just as slow as is right for you. And, whew, okay, 15 seconds. And then we're going into our crawl. So, down onto hands and knees. Okay, anytime you need to pause, just take a pause. Here we go. And crawling. And you can go forwards and back. Again, there's no right or wrong. You're just crawling around on the hands and knees. And this is a tough one for your core muscles and your shoulders as well. Okay, make sure your teachers are doing this as well. Okay, 10 seconds more. Doesn't matter where you go. All around the room. And we get 15 seconds, and then we're going to repeat those 2. Okay, I hope you find these exercises nice and fun, a little bit different. Okay, so skipping again in 2, 1, here we go. Okay, imagine you've got that rope, and if you've ever tried skipping, which is quite tricky, you've got to flip the rope underneath your feet. So that flick of the wrists gets the arms working as well. Again, hop from side to side, changes it a little bit, or a step. If you've ever seen any boxers, they're really good at skipping, and they do this. Whew. Okay, we recover, and then we've got one more of our crawls. I'm going to start from this side this time. Okay, and this one is quite tough as well. Okay, hands and feet, and off we go. And again, you can go all the way around the room if you're in a nice big hall, or even if you're on the spot and you haven't got much room, you can go forwards or backwards. And you can even try going side to side. Again, there's no right and there's no wrong, it's just movement. And The last few seconds now. Whew. Well done. That's our second combination done. We have a little bit longer rest. And our last bit of work now. Okay, our 2 exercises. First one is figure of 8. Imagine you're a ninja again, or a Jedi from Star Wars, and you've got your lightsaber, and you're going to chop in a figure of 8. And you're making a fast 8 shape, chopping with your lightsaber. Then we have a ski sit. This is tough on the legs. We're going to go into a sit as high or as low as you can and hold it for 30 seconds. All right, Jedi's ready. And chop. Left to right. Again, if you've ever seen any motor car racing, when they wave the checkered flag at the end of the race, it's a bit like that. You're chopping down. Imagine someone's throwing fruit at you, like that Fruit Ninja game, and you're chopping before you get splattered with bananas and pears. 4 seconds left. Feeling the muscles working. Woo! And the heart rate getting up. Well done. Holding a ski sit now. A bit like a skier, but we're not quite as far forward. We're just sitting in this position. This is a tough one. Let's see how we do. Now again, my hands are in front to help with my balance. If you need to hold on to something, that's okay as well. And if you need a pause and shake the legs out and then come back to it, that's fine as well. Once again, I hope your teachers are doing this as well. 10 seconds. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay, so we're going to repeat those again. We're going back to being Jedis, and we're holding our hands together. You can switch them this time if you want. And we're chopping, holding our lower body steady and working through the midsection. Let's go. Chop, chop from left to right, from right to left. Or again, waving that big flag to finish the race. And over halfway through. Again, if you need to stop, you can, and jump back to it when you're able to. It's a nice fun one, this one. Imagine chopping through that fruit. Well done. Last bit of exercise now with our ski sit. So this one is slow, where that last one was fast. This is a slow, in fact it's a hold. So we're holding our position. And again, just as low as you're able to. Bit of balance involved. Nice tall posture. Using the hands out in front to keep us from toppling backwards. We're halfway through. Feeling my legs working now. If you need to stand, shake them out, come back to it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Well done indeed. Whew. And we get that 15 seconds just to recover a little bit. We're going to shake those legs out because that was quite tough on the legs and the arms as well.
Activity completed.
Activity completed. Have a little bit of a pause, a brow mop if you have a towel nearby, or have a little drink of water if you need to. We're going to get into our cool down in just a moment. For now though, just keep a little bit of movement happening through your body. So again, you don't just stop completely still, because that can leave you feeling a little bit dizzy. All right, so our cool down is going to be a little bit like our warm up. We're going to do similar movements so they're familiar to us. Hands on our hips. We'll start off with our hip circles, taking those hips out and around, and just breathing to let that heart rate and that breathing slow, nice and gradually. Balanced through the feet, through the knees, and through the hips. We'll change directions now, back the other way, and nice slow breaths. How did you find that? I hope you enjoyed it, and it got your heart working a bit, and got you a bit warm, and put a smile on your face as well. All right, we're going to turn, and a bit like again we did with our warm-up, a nice smooth movement with our arms across. Now you get a bit of a breeze from the arms with this one, so it cools you down a little bit as well, which is good. All right, just a couple more, and excellent. Feet apart a bit wider than hip width, hand reaching up, the other hand reaching down, and slowly to the other side. That's it. All the way, just as far as you can. That's stretched down the side of the body, and good. Breathing slowly, comfortably. That's it. Excellent. We're going to go with our feet apart. Okay, and then we're just simply going to lean to one side. So we're getting a stretch on the inside of this straight leg. Slowly we're going to go up and over. Now we don't want to stretch too far or feel too strong of a stretch. Just a little bit. About a 6 out of 10. Okay, and up and over again. Again, keep that breathing going. And again. Good. And then we'll bring those feet together. All right, both hands are going to go up, and we're going to bend to the side. This is another stretch for the side of the body. Nice and slowly going to the other side. And as we move, you can go as slow as is right for you. Breathing all the while. And go one more. Good. Okay, from here, I'm going to bring my arms out and make a Y shape with my body. So I'm nice and tall, my palms are facing up. And from the side, you can see I'm trying to bring my arms nice and wide, like I'm reaching out. It's going to stretch across the chest and the front of the body. And from there, I'm going to reach my arms out and round. Okay, remember what this was called? Flexing over. Making a big circle here to stretch the muscles in my upper back. And you can do this upright if you want to as well. Okay, and again, a nice Y, tall, into an extended position. I'm extending, lifting my chest. And then flexing again. Good. All right. With my legs straight, I'm just going to bring my hands down towards my toes. So I can feel that stretch in the backs of the legs. And holding this position just for a moment, and then I'm going to uncurl my body as I come up. Lastly, we're going to roll those shoulders around just like we did in our warm-up. Nice big movements with the body and the shoulders as well. And one last nice deep breath. Excellent. Give yourselves a round of applause. I hope you've enjoyed that workout. Thank you for joining me in that workout today. And I hope to see you again for another workout very soon. Bye-bye.